Hello, and welcome to Optimal Game State. Today is just a really quick video to show off something fancy. I got myself some cards printed. So you may or may not be aware that I do have a couple of card creators. And I find cards to be a super handy way. So we have the Warcry card creator, and for this one, we have the Kill Team card creator. So recently, I did up a few Cadian veteran guard, and I did have some cards for them. So here we have the medic veteran, and we've got all the basic stats. We've got the lasgun, we've got the bayonet. We've only got so much room on the card, so we just have the reminder text. So that we've got a medic and we've got a med kit for 1 AP. And then we just have, lots of these. So one for each of the operatives, all with the pictures of the model that I have, which I think is super nice. And then, because I was a little fancy, what I decided to do for these was, oh, I should be showing you them what I decided to do for these, rather than just having only the operatives, I decided to go a little bit further. So it's kind of a fully fledged setup for running the veteran guard here. So we've got equipment cards, we've got ability cards, we've got them indicating which it is. We've got the rules for the guardsman orders, how they work, and then we've got the various different orders, so we can pull them out and have them handy, so we know what's going to happen at all times. We've got all the various actions, and for a lot of these, I've got them with the image of the fighter or the operative that can use them to make it nice and handy to refer to. Just daughter. Skip on a little bit further. We've got some of the CPs. What are their strategic or tactical ploys? I did put the tac ops here just for reference. I was making the rest, so I figured out why not. And then we've got a bunch of equipment. For some of these, I have printed more. So there's 2 rosaries, 2 hand axes, a bunch of hotshot capacitors. There's a bit of everything. I personally, I'm going to enjoy the hell out of this, but I probably wouldn't recommend going whole hog like I have. So you can see here, I've also done it for the Navis Armsman. It is a cool resource to have, but as you can see, it is big. It's like 50 cards. I think a card set is like 52. So there is a massive amount of text to reference to have. It might be a little bit handier just to bring the book with you and just have the operatives. And then, the operatives have the kind of major numbers you need to reference. You don't have to flick through the book. And then when you want to actually get into the details, like if you need to double check what the void armor is because you don't remember, then you can pull out the book and which of the fighters have it, which don't. So I think that's handy. I've done similar for my intercession kill team. Now this one's a bit weird because I haven't gone for all the options. What I've done here is I've got a preset set of operatives because these are specific Space Marines based off of some of my friends. So each of these is a person I know. The gear is fixed rather than kind of flexible. I will never be worrying about taking anyone else except for these 5. 6. There should be a 6th. Did I forget one? Oh, that would be distressing. One of my Space Marines has gone missing. Ooh. And we've got Cruz. And again, we've got all the options. We went a little bit overboard with the crew as well. And I've also done up a couple of reference cards. So here, there's Torrent, there's Hot, Relentless. Again, it's just a matter of having stuff on hand, handy, rather than having to look up a rulebook. So what I can do here is I can have, yeah, there's Relentless on the Navis Endurant. And then I could just make sure that I have Relentless beside them, nice and handy. So when I need to double check it, I have it there. So all the rules for all these cards or all the rules you're going to get from the rulebook, obviously. The images will be linked in the description if this is something that you want to go for and do it yourself. And one of the things that you can do that I think is quite cool is I've saved all the JSONs. So you can then load these up into the card creator, which will be linked, and then you can make any changes you want. So if you don't like this picture and you want a picture of your own guy, you can make that change, you can make that happen. And yeah, if there's any mistakes or errors, or if any errata comes in and there's changes, then you can make those and update them for yourself. You don't have to get them properly printed like I have. Obviously, you can just print them off on your local print on your personal printer and cut them out and have a good game with them. So check them out. I hope you enjoy it. If there's anything that you think could be improved, please do say, and I'll see what I can do. Thanks for making it all the way to the end. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Each week I put up a new video talking about one of Games Workshop's specialist games. The goal is always to try and make the best possible two-player experience. If this is something you'd find interesting, please subscribe to the channel and comment to let me know what you'd like to see in future.